worked it through, thinks, shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neymar, well seen, saw that coming. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Villa. And it's Neymar. Now it's Van Basten. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Liverpool are 2 up early in the second half. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
Now it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Adams. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now Costa Curta. Rodri. Mbappe. Bellingham. Now Costa Curta. Hernandez. And it's Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. Serginho has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
And it's Beckham. Messi has created one goal already. Adams. It's Belletti. Guardiola. And it's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Picked up. Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. It's a mighty effort! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And Adams. Mbappe tries making a foray down the right. Neymar. Neymar! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Beckham goes short. Good ball, good take. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Liverpool are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Substitution on the field, number 15, Serginho. Coming on the field.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Messi.
Messi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just 5 minutes left. Messi, Beckham, and the shot! Beckham gets flagged offside. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Beckham. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Bellingham. Substitution.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolute...
He's one-on-one! He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Van Basten. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Minutes has been indicated.
Belletti. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's in a great position here. It's a promising position. Kokchu. Lovely feet. Now the delivery. Up he goes! Off the bar! And that is the last effort of the game. Liverpool pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
Please
everything working very nicely.
Allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that. There aren't.
Probing pass. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Beckham falls short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Dixon. Ruben Neves. Now it's Owen. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's run loose here. Looking to play him in. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Owen. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Can he spark a counter here? It's anyone's ball now. Played into them. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Adams. That has not gone well. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Van Basten.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Beckham. David Villa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Beckham. David Villa. Now it's Owen. Van Basten. Rafinha. Lovely bit of skill. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's only too happy to take that back. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Deftly away. Beckham. And it's Serginho. Oh, good spread. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Owen. David Villa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's a good ball out wide. And he lines up a header! Well, that's been cut out, well played. Has a look and plays it forward. Played out towards the right wing. Kante gets good distance on it. Ruben Neves. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a cute ball. Cleared away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's gone loose. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Messi powering forward here. And it's Serginho. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. So what can they make of this? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Hazard. David Villa. Serginho. He's looking wide. He is just caressing the ball. It's a mighty effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And this is Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's Van Basten!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Van Basten. Conte, looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Rafinha.
And
they can counter here. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to...
Shapes to shoot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Beckham. Rafinha. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Liverpool are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Messi has got himself a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Serginho. Coming on to replace him is number 13.
So what can they conjure from this one?
Substitutions taking place.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Decent hit from there. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Van Basten. And here's Owen. And it's Van Basten. Can he get on the... Hazard! Goal! Portugal are level.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Portugal after 75 minutes.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Portugal really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Look at the space here. Oh, nice touch.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hazard, he gets big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kukçu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Belletti. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Owen. It's a loose ball. Now it's Hazard.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Takes a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Number 9.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Messi.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Pep Guardiola.
Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Marquinhos. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, what a game, unpredictable to the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Beckham gets into a good position. Beckham gets flagged offside. Plays the return pass, and he welcomes it in. It's Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a decent clearance. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Over to the other side. Can he get on the end of this? Marquinhos gets into some space. Now it's Marquinhos. Hangs one in. And that should get the job done. Hidetoshi Nakata, genuine legend, not just of Japan, but actually Asian football in general.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Someone, in many ways, who was one of the first Asian pioneers to really succeed in European football.
Yeah, an excellent import who paved the way for others.
Indeed, technique, intelligence, great work ethic too, and he had so many strengths.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Nakata. Opts for safety. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Played back in. David Villa. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's good running with the ball. Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, perfectly measured that. Defending of the desperate variety. Crossed in again. That's a decent clearance.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move.
Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Cannavaro. Adams. Now Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham. And it's Deco. Chouameni. That has ended up in no man's land. 30 minutes gone. Deco. And it's Baggio. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Belletti. And it's Messi. And he's worked it through. David Villa! Now that is commitment to the cause. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Spread it left. Messi. Looking to play him in. Now it's Villa, and it's Beckham. David Villa is onto this. Messi aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Gvardiol. And Baggio. Gvardiol. And it's Deco. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Beckham. Very nicely done. Chouameni. Now it's Marquinhos. Marquinhos has it in a wide position. Lovely feet. David Villa. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case.
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Belletti. Guardiola. It's a really well-measured ball. Adams. Chouameni. And it's Nakata. And this is Roberto Baggio. Over to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Beckham. Belletti. And the counter is on. Oh, a delicate chip through. Big chance! And yes, it's there! equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that was nowhere near his best. And he was quick to react. Deco. Now it's Villa. Vardiol.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Now it's... He's tried one! And he has kept it out somehow.
Villa is offering a right smile there.
Nakata. Looking for a corner. They've played it short. And this is Deco!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Baggio. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Vardiol looking to hit. Decent chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. David Villa. To Beckham. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's nice. Now the delivery. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vardiol. Oh, nice touch.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Villa. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific header! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 7, Marco van Basten. Marco van Basten.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
David Villa. Ter Stegen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. That's an imaginative pass. Ter Stegen claims comfortably.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Van Basten looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 13.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Substitutions taking place.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Belletti. And here's Messi. Now it's Beckham. And it's Belletti. In with the challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Now there's a fine ball.
Added minute has been
Masterful
indicated.
defending. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
4 added minutes on the board. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Beckham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And we're done. Liverpool have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.